Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again
Back
to
again.
Wednesday and Company. I'm Shelly.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Brandon.
Now let's get real.
Let's get real, baby. News
Okay.
now. Better late than never.
So we have some
Coming with you.
better late than never news
Coming
for
back.
you because the news just keeps going and days just keep happening, and sometimes you may not have time to keep up with
May
it.
not.
It
You know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
stop.
So
But-
that's where we come in at. You know, we the
During
we
this
the middleman.
time, we have found out that there's some wonderful things, some sad things, some funny things going on out there in the world, and I think we should just start with our good old Ariana Grande having a lemon tossed at her during
Shout out to
Coachella.
Ariana though.
Shout
She
out
kept
to
it with the
Coachella.
performance though. She kept
She
going.
kept it with it. And she called them niggas out, or whoever the fuck threw the lemon. She called them out too later during the show. But such a professional.
There's so many questions behind the lemon though. Like you just
I
didn't have
just
nothing
personally,
else.
I just
What's
wanted
Why
to-
a
Beyonce
lemon?
reference?
Why not an orange? Why not an apple? Why
Or
not
a
the
tomato.
classic tomato? You know?
I'm just
It
gonna
has to be
say
a
it
lemon.
like this.
They was trying to hurt her.
I just don't think it's right for people to throw lemons at somebody if they are not in the stockade. And
That
especially-
was right when everybody found
So-
out that Ariana got paid more than Beyonce.
Yo,
It's-
let's talk
I don't
about
understand.
They
Stand
just
that
start
either.
leaving them checks private.
They really should, but I mean, you know, dividends will never.
Whatever happened to the
Not any-
confidentiality though?
There is none. Not when it
it's
comes to your
loose.
coins.
Not with someone. No, when it comes to money, if you ain't got that locked down and taught it,
Somebody already knows
someone's
anyway,
gonna leak
so
it.
then.
Someone already knows. But
So.
I do feel bad that the lemon was tossed at her.
Yeah, definitely. Because she's
I
a
do
good,
think
she's
it's
a
a
good
wee bit
performer.
much.
She's a good performer.
She deserves. She's
I
a
mean,
sweetheart too.
She
So
has
it's
a
just
real
like-
nice. She has a semi-decent voice, and she's. I mean, what do you mean? It's Ariana. I like her, but I mean, it's Ariana Grande. Because a lot's gone wrong, but I mean, I'm really just not. I'm
Well,
not
that's why
happy
they
for lemon
that's why
being
they threw
tossed.
that lemon because she had a semi-decent voice. though.
I'm not happy with the lemon being tossed.
Yeah.
But if the lemons have to be tossed, the lemons have to be
had a
tossed. And I
semi-decent
mean,
voice.
there's a reason why
That's
lemons have to
hilarious.
be tossed. I mean, we can talk about the
She
reason
was a
why lemons
lemon.
have to be tossed. Like, I
She
mean,
was a lemon.
it's Ariana Grande. She
No
made
pun
more money
intended.
than the person who should have made more money than anyone. But I believe, like, it's astronomical. Like, okay, so we have Ariana over here in this
Okay,
whole
she's-
little world
she's
of the
over
lemon
there.
being tossed at
I
her.
can see her.
But then we have the epitome of the reason why a lemon was tossed.
Because why a lemon though?
Because you have to talk about Beyonce.
Oh,
Without
I knew it was something.
It's always.
I knew it
As
was
always. It will
something.
forever be about the Queen Bee. She is Beyonce. If you aren't with her, you should get with her. I'm not gonna
Yo.
say I'm part of the Bayhive, but I do love her. I'm
Beyonce.
just not gonna.
The
I'm
Beehive.
not the Beehive. I'm not about throwing.
Please.
I'm not going
I'm a
to
part
throw.
of it. I'll claim it.
Not throwing lemons though, but
If that's what we need to do,
That's
that's what we
Beyonce is where it is at, and I know at this point in time, if you haven't, you should have. If if not,
I'm gonna throw the lemon at this bitch.
I mean, we're not gonna throw lemons.
Yeah, we're
We
definitely
ain't
not
got time
going
to
to do
throw
that.
fruit or
We're not gonna
citrus.
do
Like
that.
that's a waste of money.
Definitely.
But if you have the time, if you have not, I suggest to you get on Netflix and watch Beyond
Netflix.
Homecoming,
Homecoming, man.
a film by Beyonce,
A film by Beyonce,
Because-
produced by Beyonce.
produced by Beyonce.
Let's throw it out there.
Giving us
Credits.
the whole Coachella 2018 vibe that we needed in 2019, and I couldn't be more absolutely thrilled for it. Like,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
just, lemons aside,
It gave me
Yes.
everything I needed.
It gave me everything I
And
needed.
Netflix tried to
wanted.
play me because I went online on the 17th and they didn't have it. They didn't re-upload or whatever the fuck. I had to search for it.
That's
wasn't
right.
on-
It should have
it
been
wasn't
on the main screen, Netflix.
Don't play
Y'all
with
talking some
us.
funny shit. See, y'all was hurt because y'all gave up that bag behind it. So y'all was look.
When
oh, okay.
everybody charges and y'all
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gonna make her certain. I mean, like,
It
what,
did
that's
happen.
horrible
I mean,
business.
It definitely did happen.
She worked her way up
And,
to trending
I mean,
now, so it's
not
fine.
even just, we can't even just stop at the fact that Homecoming came out, and it's amazing. The way, the editing, the creating,
Wow.
the mastermind behind that is, she's a powerhouse to be reckoned with.
Powerhouse.
But the fact that she literally spun this Coachella performance that she did last
Nobody
year.
knew she was doing it. Nobody
No
knew it
one
was going
knew,
to
unless you
Netflix.
were with
Nobody had
her.
any idea.
She decided to spin it with Netflix
She got
and
everybody in
created
their
a
natural-
$60 million
$60 million.
revenue for herself and create this area where she gets to now bring black culture to people in 3 different films. Homecoming being the first of the 3. So there are 2 more to come.
2 more to
and
expect.
I am looking forward to it.
Yeah,
because
shout out to B,
Homecoming
man. Shout out
was
to B.
it was a treat to behold.
Watched it
I-
like 3 times.
I've watched it a
Still
few
not
times
done.
and I'm just not done. I still haven't digested it all.
Because it's a Netflix original, right?
Yeah, she worked. She critiqued it and it
Shout out to just that whole mental. She
thought about
used
it.
Coachella for their fucking venue and they stage. She documented her own
making.
shit.
She is
and
making
she sold it. And she got a hell of a bag
phenomenal.
We
I
got
love
details
you.
about the pregnancy.
I
Yes,
love you.
Thank you.
Details about the twins, which is wonderful. Like
And
And
to
then
just
emergency.
come
That
after
was what
that,
happened.
and
Wow.
I mean, wow,
We
like
learned a
even
lot.
after the twins, like
We
the
learned a
beautiful
lot. I
babies
will
and
say
all that,
we
like
definitely-
wow, the snatch back B,
we did. We learned a lot.
She
during
ain't did
that.
nothing but
Yo.
fruits and berries for about 3
And
weeks.
Air.
Yeah.
Fit.
That's
I
it.
don't know what she ate.
Nothing.
It wasn't anything.
She ain't anything.
Her diet was vicious.
Damn, B, I just want
give
you
her
to
the
know,
If
like,
I
I
just
was
worked
really
out, I'd be
there.
snatched.
Woo!
Since before,
More
since
power to her.
jumping and all that shit. Like I remember, like you used to get played on the
Fantastic.
box and
There's
shit.
still no one
That's
who
true.
holds
Hold on, man,
candles
you
to
can't
her.
cut me off when I'm confessing my love. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
You cannot
saying.
do that to me. I'm since jumping,
You gotta get in line, okay?
Since
You gotta
jumping,
get in
You
line.
gotta
jumping,
get in
B.
line.
Because we just made you a believer last week.
Fuck that.
We just made, no, 2 weeks ago. We just made you a believer 2 weeks ago.
Man, shout out to Jay.
So she already
man.
been somebody's back.
Shout out to Jay, because you just got in the position before me, bro.
If they did like a little, like, everybody fighting for Beyonce, who's gonna get her love next, I'm going and swinging.
Only gonna be Jay-Z. But anyways,
He better be able to fight for her.
that is beside the point. I'm proud her. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
amazing
The
show,
information
amazing
is-
experience.
an
And it's not even a
experience.
show. I
If
apologize
you
for
haven't
that.
watched it, I suggest you go do so
Definitely.
because there's more to come, and I'm here for it. Thank
Yes,
you,
we are.
Beehive.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
are.
Beyonce. Thank you, Netflix. Thank you for just giving us.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
making
Us.
us pay
Thank
more
you.
without telling us what we were paying
Thank
for.
you.
Yeah.
I thank you for that, and
Appreciate
I
that.
can't wait to see what's coming up. That's just beside the point because Beyonce is in a whole category now.
Whole nother bracket.
She
of
has
her own.
all of that pomp and circumstance that you need.
We got to open
But
the show
then,
up with Beyonce.
But you have to start with a light to get into
A
the
light,
dark
we did-
deepness of the world because there's a lot of dark deep things going on.
Facts.
And
Downhill from here.
this downhill spiral that we must go down as we have this wonderful high, we must now take the ride and take a wonderful low. So we need to talk about the fact that R. Kelly somehow
I'm not about to deal with the Pied Piper today.
missed his court date
That's what I'm not gonna do.
to go to court. I don't know what happened.
No, we know what happened.
Oh,
Because
I mean,
we read the
we
report.
we read.
Well, let's
what
just
was
touch
said.
on it. Let's touch on it.
He somehow did not make it to court.
He did somehow. From what
Allegedly,
I heard.
allegedly, he did not make it to court.
Allegedly, come on.
Allegedly.
man. We stand for the culture.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what I read. Allegedly, R. Kelly was in jail for child support, whatever the fuck he was behind on. R. Kelly ain't never paid child support, so I don't even know why.
Got bailed out
Before he got
multiple
bailed out,
times.
he was served with these papers from HW. That's all we know.
That's all.
HW. Served with these papers from HW. He couldn't read the papers, so he didn't know he had to come to court. Because his lawyer wasn't there to read him the papers. He just signed whatever he had to sign because he was in jail. He probably thought he was getting
He
released.
just wanted to get the fuck out. Like, let's just call it.
He
what
probably
it
thought
is.
he was getting released. And technically he was getting released because he signed the motherfucking papers. Shit.
I'm just.
We'll
saying.
see you in 2 weeks. Nobody told him that on the way out. I'm confused.
Can I just say that
It's
as a logical thinking person, it just
at 52. That's
it
just
confuses
too
me,
old.
confounds me that he would not have had a conversation with his lawyer
Well, this is all alleged.
about allegedly,
Allegedly.
I would allege that he would have had a conversation with his lawyer about the statements he is currently making. And at least it had some, maybe, alleged information as to what to say, because all he did was just make himself look like it's on the whole opposite side of where we would want to be, and I'm mind boggled by most of it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I know it's nuts, and he has got to work something out in and of himself. Because if he does not, I just don't know how the rest of us can go forward. Like, the music is still there.
The music is there. We gotta separate it.
I'm just not his.
I do feel like Lifetime's taking it a little too far with the whole after surviving R. Kelly and all this.
Yeah, like come on now.
Y'all
like,
wasn't in the
y'all
Cleveland.
Trying to make money off this shit
like
now.
It may be beating a dead horse. It sounds horrible.
That's what it is.
It feels like beating
they're
a
trying
dead
to
horse.
fucking drain the rest of the dollars out that motherfucker.
Horse
Like,
been dead.
I mean, it's just it's a frenzy, is what it is.
He's already another black man in America. Like what the fuck?
Just another one.
Want?
Like what more do you want? Like I don't
He's
know.
a
what
horrible
people are looking
father.
for.
He's a horrible husband.
He's pretty much
horrible
hit
to
all
women.
those categories that you would denote as a bad.
He on his
person in the
drumline shit
world.
because he could write music, but he can't
And
read
that's
it.
about it.
But listen,
Can
it's
R.
just
Kelly
at
read music?
some point.
I mean,
Okay, listen,
well,
my nigga,
as long as
school
you
don't
can't
have
read
to
music.
be for everybody. We
But
don't have to know
usually-
calculus and
no.
all that shit. But my nigga, we should at least know our vowels and we should know how to count to 100.
And
I mean,
usually
I'm
the
just saying.
people who can read music can read words. People who can't read music
No,
can't
he's
read words.
special. He's special. And
I
he's
mean,
special.
That's not necessarily true.
He's
It's
special.
helpful.
He's special.
Usually, who people can't read music.
He's an
can read words.
interesting category up and of himself, but I still just don't
He's slow.
understand. That's beside the point.
But still a
I
genius.
just
He's
don't.
stupid.
I
He's
will
stupid,
just-
he ain't
I'm
dumb.
gonna just leave it here. I just don't understand why he did not have his lawyers look into this a little bit more.
Because he was in
Prior
jail.
to him saying, I mean, whether you're in jail or not, you still have to talk. You still have the right to talk to your lawyers because that is the way that our justice system works. So
With all this shit going on, you need to be
you should
like
probably have had a
hand to hand.
conversation with
You need
your
to be
lawyers,
with them,
and if
like
you
for
didn't,
sure.
then I don't know what to say.
That's true.
So R. Kelly, I'm going to pray that it moves forward.
Definitely
I
praying
can't
for
wait
Kels.
to see. It's going to be a real interesting time.
Prayers
because
for Kels.
there's a lot going on, and he happens to have done something just
Next time
astounding
next
again.
time we got the R. Kelly song on deck.
Like, I know it's going to there's going to be more. Like, this is not over.
That's
like,
what I said.
this
Next
is
time,
it's
of course.
definitely
This is
not.
like
just-
we were just going under the iceberg to begin with, and I felt like we're
Was
going
like
to go
our third R.
deeper
Kelly
and
conversation?
deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I am here for wherever we are going with wherever this goes. I am going to be super.
I think it's only because we're
into
old enough
it.
to like analyze it now. Like back then, like when the whole tapes and stuff was getting sold at the flea markets and stuff, like we weren't old enough to kind of
I
like
guess maybe you
realize
could say
what's
it that
happening.
way.
But now, like I'm following it
But would
because
you-
I'm like realizing
Would
what's
you say
happening.
it that way about our wonderful chat talk host person? Who's sort of also a sort of another scandal. Like a scandals just seem
A
to
scandal is a scandal.
A
is
scandal is a scandal no matter what. Like, we have this R. Kelly scandal, but there's another person who's out there with more scandals. Like, there's always someone else with another scandalous scandal that you just want to imagine. That happens to be the scandal revealing queen of them all.
Hot topics.
Hot Topics.
101.
Hot Topics.
101 all the time.
How you
would happen to
doing?
be Wendy Williams. How you doing? I'm just interested in
Yo.
your thoughts of the fact that she
Yo.
has now found herself embroiled in her own sort of
And
scandal.
her own shit. Cause
We
she
will-
love when the hot topics come in.
let
She
me
be
say it,
fucking
I'll say it like this,
salivating over the
okay?
She
hot
talked
topics.
about it. She hit on it a little bit on her show.
Okay, so what
Because she has to. That's a
what
PR
has come
move.
out is that her husband
She has
happens
to do that.
like
Yeah.
her husband happens to be interested in men. It's fine. Do you?
Her husband's gay.
Her husband may or may not be gay.
He's gay.
It has nothing to do
He's
with me.
gay.
I'm not going to out you. You can do you.
Okay.
But
Be nice about it then.
he likes the company. He might like enjoy the company of other men, which is totally fine.
He
But
does enjoy the company of
the
other
fact that he may have chosen the fact to be with his wife, who would happen to now be his beard, since he enjoys the company
Hey,
of
that's
other men,
baby mama?
who looks like, well, yeah, that's. I mean, but you know the way the world is working, you're gonna have a lot of those mixed relationships nowadays. Like you're going to run into these things. So I don't see it as a true negative. It's just truly interesting that she would happen to be caught up in this sort of scandal that she would normally reveal about everyone else. I mean, but now she has truly.
She had to get him off the stage.
They
was working together or
she
something
has
at one point.
truly done some amazing things that I believe most people who have run their lives should. And as a woman, she should definitely have taken that car. I bought it. I'm taking it. It's mine. Like, you got to get off my show. Like, she had to do what she needed to do, and I give her those props, but it's just really interesting that while we have all this, R. Kelly scandal going on, because that's extra, we have someone else that we know and love as in the black world as a person who just reveals all the tea and nothing but the tea, and so help you, whoever.
Was she only on alcohol? Because when Judge Mathis went in on her, Judge Mathis went in on her.
I don't know. I don't.
And I'm gonna go with Uncle Greg.
I can't say that she was just on that.
Okay, well, Uncle Greg said she wasn't, so I'm gonna go with Uncle Greg.
But it's just it is super interesting.
Because he sees them all the time. You need to watch that.
Alcohol. I mean, I don't know. I think she could do her show. She's done her show on alcohol for years, and she's been great.
That's what she's sipping out that cup.
Exactly, but
I thought it was tea with a
no.
Nobody want that little ass cup of tea.
So she wasn't drinking tea.
It's an hour show.
So I mean, I guess
allegedly,
but she didn't have any tea.
We don't know.
We
don't know. I don't know.
We're never on the side. We don't know.
We're gonna see what happens because we just don't know what the actual tea is, and
I'm just saying
the tea will be spilled, and it's probably going to be quite messy, but. Messy leads to great
It's
things.
going to be green tea, though.
There's always sometimes on the other side of messy, you might have something great that happens. Like, just because something negative and bad happens in the world, you have some wonderful, bright moments that just make you think for a little bit and make you think a little bit more. Okay, so we'll go with it like this. So, Tiger Woods won the Masters.
He did. Shout out to Tiger. He
Bravo.
did that.
Gotta give credit where credit is due.
He is now the second on the all-time Masters list.
Yes.
He is number 2 of all time in this golfing shit. He's number 2. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the white man's name ahead of him. Forgive me. But, I'm sure y'all know.
I'm just going to say it like this.
You can't.
Okay, so, I mean... When you talk about Tiger Woods, it sort of brings up a whole connotation of there's this other world in the community of black people, I guess you can say, where there's the other. Like
the other.
It's not that they choose to be the other. It's not that we choose them to be the other. It's that they have chosen upon themselves to make themselves
the Veronica Vegas of the world. The people who realize that they're black, but some people don't realize that they're black, and the other is just a confused mixture.
I'm gonna say it like
people.
this: as Tiger Woods has now won the Masters again, are we cool with him now in the black culture?
Do we still consider him as the black excellence? That is the question of the topic.
I don't know if Tiger considers himself
as
the black
Venus and Serena are tennis.
And they own it, but they own it though. They
own
from
it.
Compton, if I'm not mistaken. So, and they own that.
So when we get to Tiger Woods, I mean, you can't even put them in the same category. I'm just saying.
You can't.
Like,
well, first he wasn't even claiming it. So
it's like,
is he even claiming it now?
Still.
He wasn't claiming it before him and his whole wife situation. But then when he came out and it was like, oh, well, Tiger was the only nigga that cheated on the bomb-ass black woman, blah, blah. He started getting his street creds and stuff. So does he consider himself an African-American man now? Or does he consider himself a nigga?
And do we accept him as black excellence when we talk about the leaders? Do we put Tiger Woods?
I don't know if he wants to be, though. I still don't know if he wants to be. I don't know if he's playing for
this.
Is
he the Michael Jordans of the world? You know what I'm saying? The LeBron James. No, because Michael Jordan
still did it for the culture. Even though he sold these high-ass Jordans, I'll take a pair for my birthday, neither here nor there. But even though he sold these high-ass Jordans, he's still doing it for the culture, like the community.
I could definitely...
to a certain extent.
That makes a lot of sense.
Tiger ain't fucking with nobody.
Well, obviously, after
Michael at least show up at maybe a summer camp or something. Shit.
after what happened to him and with his whole situation he brought upon himself with cheating and whatnot,
These white women will get you in trouble.
They usually do. So I pray for those people. I'm sorry, they usually do.
Chick full of white
No
girl.
offense,
Get
I
down,
love them
girl.
still,
Go
but
ahead,
there's
get
some of them
down.
who just don't know how to stop causing drama.
Yeah,
That's Kanye.
Are you
This
sure?
is
I
starting
just
to matter
off the
now.
record, man. Please just give us Kanye back. 'Cause I know
Like,
y'all took that nigga.
Well, you know he did
That's
Sunday
some
service
foul
at
shit.
Coachella, but that's
Leave
a
the
whole nother.
Kardashians alone.
That's gonna be some late news because we
Fuck.
still got to come back to Kanye Sunday service.
Bye. I just
He be lit in his
can't.
own way.
Not even going to care. I'm not going to. I know. I'm wondering. I wonder. I'm just gonna ponder. Well, maybe Tiger Woods will decide at some point in
I mean,
time
but
that he
listen
will
though,
be
but
back
listen
in the
though.
black world.
What-
And he's black again.
I
But
know
but
But
what
he might
what
be
what other
some
color
kind
of
of
descent
black
in the
China,
professional
blah,
golf
blah, blah, blah.
world? Like name his name. Like
I don't know what he's gonna be.
I mean, I'm sure there's black golfers and things like that. But I'm saying on
Are
that
there black
level
golfers?
of the Masters, like name them.
He
Like
didn't
of
wanna
that
be
color
one,
descent,
though.
though. I mean, I'm just saying of that.
It's
of
not that we're not naming him. It's
Is
the
he?
fact that from
No,
his,
no, no. I
his
know that.
previous
I know that. But I'm
self,
saying
he didn't want to be one.
I know, but
He
what
could
I'm,
be one in my book all day. But if he want to claim me,
So
That's
then
it.
that is it.
I'm not gonna beg you to be number one.
So
sir.
then that's the question is. So then
If Tiger
us
sees
as
this,
the
we wanna
masses,
know.
us as the masses are putting him as this. But he looking at us like, what the fuck, nigga? I ain't associated with none
Trying
of
to get
that.
my white woman back.
I'm trying to get my white woman back. Like, so what the fuck is wrong with us then? Is Tiger Woods black excellence? That's it.
Is
You know
he
what I'm saying?
black or no?
Put your comments in. Send that shit in
I guess
and
we
just
just
let
have to
us
worry.
know.
We'll figure it out. Someone will maybe let us know. We'll ponder this some more. We'll see where it keeps going. I wish him nothing but the best
I'm praying.
because
I'm praying.
that's all we
I'm
can
gonna
do
pray for
now.
him.
Like that's all we can literally do because I mean, we have black excellence on this side, maybe Tiger Woods and all these other greats that are just doing just doing their thing and doing it so well that other people just only could wish to be like them. So, but we had this wonderful, what would we call it? It was a commercial? A commercial. An ad. At this moment, it has now been pulled, but we still need to talk about it because this ad has
Why
been
they keep
pulled.
trying us?
But
They keep trying.
Why?
They keep trying.
So we gonna talk about
we
it.
would like for black excellence, but in this ad, it happened to be from Ancestry.
Ancestry.com. You wanna know where you was born,
Ancestry.
bitch? Or you wanna know where you came
And
from?
listen, I'm here for people.
You wanna
learning
know
about
where you
their
came
ancestry.
from, bitch? Go to
I'm here.
Ancestry.com.
I am here. I want people to learn
Or
who their
genetics
ancestry
something.
and their genetics are from. But for Ancestry.com to have just gotten
They got
so
some
blatantly
fucking
wrong.
crazy ass commercials though.
Wait,
They got some.
Wait. Explain the ad.
Okay, let me
Explain
explain
the ad.
that.
Let's yeah, because there's so many
the
of them.
ad begins with some black lowly dressed woman.
She was very bone as fuck though. Looked like a house
She was
nigga.
still a little
Go
bit
ahead.
white, but she was still a very fair.
She was in the house.
She was in the
there.
house because you know they
And
was
there
doing
happened
that
to
weird
be a
shit.
white
with
man who just whisked her away, and so they're standing in like this. I don't even know, maybe a train station.
It's like a
bus
train
stop.
station.
It was something random. Some
It's definitely
stop.
a train station.
So they're standing there, and he's like, "Well, will you marry me and let's move to the north where we can be together?" And I'm just like, it really
Bingo like
kind of
that.
puts a weird dim glow, or like maybe a blinding side, almost two-way mirror style to what slavery actually
So
was.
hold on. Finish the commercial before you get into that. Like they,
Well,
just in
and
case
then-
they didn't know.
And then they want you to be like, okay, well, let's find out where we all began and blah, blah, blah. It's basically about falling in love with these two people who happen to be a slave and a slave owner person.
Whatever the fuck.
A
He
white
was white,
a white
but
person.
he
A white male.
obviously was not a
Red bone
slave.
and a white
He
male.
was obviously not a slave, so they wanted to move north so she could become his wife and basically then become his property at that point in time because, wives at that point in time were considered still property. But that's neither here nor there, so Ancestry just... I don't know. It's just a mess.
Like,
I can't even
Who
Ancestry
is
do
they
a
marketing?
commercial.
Who is doing the
Like
marketing?
who's doing
I
the
don't know.
marketing?
I don't know.
On some real
I
shit,
do
like who's
not
signing
know.
off on this shit
I
to put
don't
this
know.
shit to the masses?
I don't
Like
know.
Gucci, y'all fucking killed it with this blackface shit. Like y'all signing off on this shit, and y'all think that we just fucking dumb down
Shoving it up.
devils
I don't know. I don't
on
know.
some real shit. Like y'all gotta wake this
Shoveling.
shit up. Like goddamn,
I
like
just-
y'all ain't been
it's
teaching
been
that shit for
interesting.
centuries,
I
but
think
we
I might
starting to
would've took 'em
self-educate.
a little bit more
so stop with the
seriously.
fuck shit.
If there was a little bit more of a panic to,
I don't
to
really
the
think we need
commercial,
panic.
there was a panic to the commercial. If they was panicking and she trying to get out of town because she running, like I mean, I get it.
I
Then
don't
we
think there was
trying to
panic.
be in love. We trying to get up north, but don't make it like don't sugarcoat getting up north. Like it was just like, oh, meet me at the train station.
That
at
shit was some phony.
Thirteen-
It was some
100
interesting
hours. Like,
stuff, and
no,
I'm not
that's not what
sure.
people do.
You
Not
white
sure
people
where they
gotta
was going
stop
with it.
signing off on this shit. Or if it's some niggas that's in the room that's
It
straight
ain't none.
coons,
There ain't none.
y'all need to
That's-
stop this
I
shit.
do have a question though.
Because I
Do
know
you
they
think-
probably looking.
Okay, no, listen
What?
here. Do you think that there were any black people
Yes,
in the room
and
when
there was
this
some
commercial-
coony ass motherfuckers. Yes, there was black
Was
people in the
run
room
by
because that's how that
anybody.
shit slipped through the radar. Because there was black people in the fucking room,
Yeah, they start getting
and there was some
niggas
fucking
to come
coons.
to proofread.
Of
y'all
course,
niggas
there was
shit.
black people in the room. That's why they signed off on it. They're not signing off on it with no black people in the room. Of course, there was some fucking coons. No facial hair.
I'm going to
No
pray.
facial hair.
I'm going to pray.
I'm
glad.
sorry,
I'm
but
gonna
you're
say,
petty
I'm
for
going to
that.
say it like this. I'm glad that Ancestry has
Petty.
decided to
You get
fix it,
petty.
got rid of it, removed it because it was a real. It was an insult. It was.
That
it
was a
an absolute
fucking insult. And y'all need to
And
stop with this
I
shit.
took it as that ride that it was.
But
and I
fuck
just-
that. Keep on exploiting
Well,
y'all
we can't watch
businesses
Underground.
and watch y'all shit drop in
I
fucking
just- I
stock.
know.
Because
I know.
y'all exploiting yourselves and niggas is seeing this shit. Nigga, I don't want to know if I'm from fucking Africa, Jamaica, none of that shit now, nigga. Because I already know.
Well,
So
see-
fuck your website.
I can
But
say I don't wanna know.
no. Because see, that's
Nah,
the good
fuck
thing
that
about
shit.
it. Like, you might know, but nigga, I don't know what the fuck I'm from. Like, I was born in Ohio. Like, shit.
You're born in Ohio,
No,
okay?
that's
we get
all
it.
I know, though. Because so that in
Man.
that sense, it would be a good,
Fuck
be a good
Ancestry,
asset.
man.
It would
Fuck
be a good
that.
asset.
They fucked themselves off.
No,
There's
They
a way
better
that
come out
there's
with
a
it.
way to
There's
get
a
Fuck
way
that.
to do
They gonna
it.
come
There's
out
a
with
way
a
to
fucking
do it.
marketing.
There's a way
They
to
gonna
do
come
it.
out with some shit to
It's
try to
fucked
sweep
up.
this shit under the
Because
rug.
I'm not
Is that
against-
what we do as the
No.
people? We
Well,
allow them to sweep this
I-
shit up under the rug and we
Let-
continue to support their shit while it's a
Well,
black
we're
owned
not-
business trying to get their shit up
Let
off the
me
ground
say
and that we
that-
overlook?
Listen.
I'm gonna point this shit out. If
Listen.
y'all don't want to point this shit out, I'm going to
For
point
what?
this
It's
shit
probably
out.
a black-owned business for all we fucking know.
Fuck that. That nigga shit is probably fucking
I'm
ancestry
just
in the
gonna say
hood.com or some shit. But we
there
want to
is-
overlook that shit.
It's
There
not ancestry.
is-
It's
I'm-
definitely not ancestry in the hood.
I'm
You know
just
that by the
saying,
commercial.
hypothetically, it's some nigga that's starting his shit too.
There's
You know
a
what I'm
better
saying?
way
That
to
we
go about
overlook,
it.
but we support these motherfuckers and we always allow
There's a
them to
better
sweep
way.
their shit under
Well,
the
then
rug.
you show me a black
Man,
man
I'm not
start.
finna
You
do
show
it.
me a black
Fuck
person.
Ancestry.com.
If you show me a black person doing so the same shit as Ancestry with good customer service, because that's what y'all seem to forget. Just because y'all black owned businesses does not mean I deserve any less of a customer service experience than I do anywhere the fuck else.
Okay.
I will go
But
to a
guess
black owned
what?
business, but I
But
still
guess
expect
what? These
customer
white people
service.
just fucking
I think
trained.
we
Because
have-
these white
maybe
people are
we
saying the
have
same
gotten-
shit that these black owned businesses just saying out loud.
We
They
have-
just got the
we-
balls to fucking
we
say
may
it.
have
They
just
smiling
gotten a
in
little
your
bit-
face and they thinking in they fucking head, this
We might
dumb
be wading
bitch.
into the
Or this
weeds a
stupid
little
ass
bit,
nigga.
guys. I think we
We're
might be.
weeding out. We're definitely weeding
Nah,
out.
man.
We might be wading into the
Fuck
weeds. That's some extra
Ancestry.com.
time.
I'm not weeding y'all. I'm sticking to the script.
I'm not saying weeding out. I said we might be wading into the weeds a little bit more so than we should be. Because
Fuck that. I'm trying to go
it's
viral.
not- it's
Fuck
a very- it's a
Ancestry.com.
bit- it's a
We're
very-
overthinking it.
You're overthinking it maybe just a little too much, but it's still
'Cause at
there.
the end of the day, you
It's-
can't take credit away from what they do.
It's-
They
it's
had a
quite-
fucked up commercial, but it's a
Fucked
good.
up.
It's a good
Man,
company.
fuck that. Because that's how they
Great
really feel from
premise.
the start.
Fucked up
And on the
but
inside.
at the same time, you can't
fucked
be
up
blind
self
to
promotion.
it.
But it's not a bad company. I'm
Okay,
not
okay.
averse to people finding out who they are,
Okay.
where they came from,
Okay.
and their lineage from
Okay.
which their loins have sought to. Because most of us are going to
Everybody
more than
got
likely
somebody's grandma got
at this
raped.
point in time, or it's going to probably, if you find some European bloodline in your blood, you're more than likely to be like, okay, that was probably a rape a long time ago, and that's why that bloodline is there. that happened.
But
happened.
isn't that what it's leading to though? On some real shit, you're gonna find out that you was a fucking part of a slave. If you're fairer skinned, you're gonna find out you was a part of a slave that was raped, and if you're fucking white, you're gonna find that you was a part of a fucking slave owner. Whoop the fucking do.
No, that's not at all. Because
Man,
sometimes
come on,
if you're white, you can still have a little bit of black in you.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying for the most part,
majority. But you can't neglect the part that they have because they have their own issues, though.
Fuck that shit. They fucking getting rich.
Okay.
They getting
Well,
rich for nothing.
since we are definitely getting deep into the weeds,
They getting rich for nothing.
Black culture.
We already know that. They're always going to get rich for nothing.
Saying,
Get that.
But
at the same time, if Ancestries is going to help me get my reparations, I'm going to get my reparations.
Because we are getting deep into talking about black culture and black things, so I guess we can talk about the Notre Dame fire that just happened recently. Very sad
Self-inflicted.
Maybe self-inflicted.
It was
but that's beside the point. We can then add on to the Notre Dame's fire as well as, so we can tie it into what's going on in the black culture world where Louisiana churches had happened to be burnt down. So one building may have caught on fire just on its own, but some other buildings were personally set ablaze. And I'm peculiar by it because you guys are really deep into the fact that
I want to get into this shit too.
About it.
I want to get into this too. Let me know when it goes.
I don't know, like, I get that, and people raised a lot of money for Notre Dame to be fixed within 24 hours, and as well as for the black churches after it had become the light, but the black churches, it took a long time for them to get there because when I first read about it, it happened to be on Twitter or I don't even know. I might have been reading some random.
That shit wasn't known for.
It wasn't on the mainstream media.
Mainstream media, right?
Mind frame. It's still really not.
It's still not
talked about. Like it
because
just sort of disappeared.
They swept it up under the fucking rug.
So if we're gonna get angry about something, maybe we should be angry about.
Let's get angry about this too. And you're right.
Black churches being burnt down, and people not talking about
that. Let me chime in because I want to talk about it. Didn't happen. And I hate for any church to be burned down.
What would you
Let's
say?
Just start there.
How should we get? Go ahead.
I just want to start there. I would hate for any place of where you would want to go to worship, you know what I'm saying, your beliefs and things like that to be in flames of any kind. I want to start there.
It's about to get real ugly when you say I want to start there, though.
No, because that's my true beliefs. That's my true beliefs.
You wade into the weeds of extraness. Because when you say where I start there, there's the fact that
you're about to get off topic.
I'm not about to get off topic. I'm staying with this shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Stick with churches being
I'm
burned.
Sticking with the church.
I just want to hear. I can't wait to hear what's coming after. I want to start there. That's just
because that's statement. My initial thought. Like I hate for that to occur for any type of whatever religion or whatever. Like for your place of worship to be in flames. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a spiritual person, and that's all I want to start there. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But my thing is, on the churches, I feel like, come on, like, all of us, like, come on, like, it's just, this shit cannot be a coincidence. Because these black churches that was maliciously, right, burned down to the ground, right? You know what I'm saying? Just in flames and shit over, like, really hate type shit.
Some real hate shit.
Some real hate. And then that's barely making the news, and like literally like a week later, like this Church of Notre Dame and blah blah, and it's like that's yeah. So it's like this this fucking monument, okay, and then that shit just takes it like that news, that energy, it takes away from the shit like these black churches and shit that's just swept under the rug, and that's what they do.
That's what they always do.
Exactly. That's
so
why
is it surprising?
It's not surprising. It's frustrating.
Okay, that's reasonable.
That's reasonable. Frustration is understandable.
Frustration is understandable.
I mean,
not surprising, but frustrating.
Because every time some black shit happens, or like some real shit that's fucked up in black communities,
black people,
or black people, period, whatever, a shooting, whatever the fuck. some shit is swept up under the rug with this next big news story that's involving some
Well,
other
that's
shit.
politics. That's always how politics have been gone. Have gone. If something happens in a specific community, like that whole fucking Indian shit when it was fucking torching them at the whatever they was trying to build. We remember when they was trying to build the Indian shit up thing? No. Got swept under the news. Exactly. That's why he don't know.
Missed it.
Point.
See?
Point.
Point
There
blank.
it is.
Period. Point made. Shit
And some
gets
extra
rubbed
shit
under
came
the
the fuck
news.
out.
Some extra shit happened.
That's right when Donald
But
Trump
I
took
will
office.
say it,
They were
I
trying
will
to take over
say
the
it, I
canal
will
or
say it,
something
I will
like
say it,
that.
I will say it, I will say it, I will say it just like this. I am glad that though, as the Notre Dame Church raised money, that the black churches also did finally
Right.
get their
They
due
did.
diligence.
Right.
And
That
these
was
are
long
humble
overdue.
churches. Like they're humble
They're
churches.
humble churches. Like they're not those mega super churches
Yeah,
that
the
you would
superstar
just
churches that the
with the
pastor is just
TVs
making
and the
off
cafes.
Right.
And it's no, it's
They're
every
not
it's mom
that.
and it's
They're
your
not
mom and
that.
pop church that you may have grown up in that you went to for Sunday Bible school and vacation Bible school and
Vacation Bible School used to be
choir practice
Tent
and
revival.
church meetings and it was that type of a community that
Exactly.
you destroyed, that this person destroyed, and I don't want to give air or
That someone destroyed
Created,
opposed to
and I'm
something self-destructing by
I'm
itself.
glad that we have.
And that overpowered that. In America, you're
But it's always going to overpower
It's always
that.
going to, but I'm glad.
Foul.
I am glad that at least.
and I'm
they
gonna keep
got-
my mouth closed because I know
I'm
as
glad
open
that some people are
spoken
out there
as I
trying to-
am, y'all gonna try to come and get a nigga.
Hey,
But I don't have a following, so don't fuck with me.
I can't.
I'm just glad that they are out there and people are trying to pay for them and fix them.
I
and
appreciate that. That's
I
very
appreciate
that's
it,
pretty
and
humble.
I love it, and I.
There are still some good people in the world. That's
There
why
are
you
still
can't
people in the
be
world.
mad because you know what I'm saying.
And I'm
They
hoping-
swept it under
I'm
the rug. Like yes,
hoping-
they swept it under the rug, but there's some good people that are
I'm
they're going to
gonna
be able to
say-
lift it up.
I'm hoping. Okay, so with all this negative shit, I'm hoping that there are good people in the world somewhere to fix men. It may have to be us, because I tell everyone to get up, go out.
It
vote.
starts with us.
Time has come. It's not yet, but we need to get
We're
ready,
almost
get
there.
educated,
We're
get
definitely almost there.
self-registered.
You know what I'm saying?
Make
Yeah,
sure you're ready to
definitely.
do that because you need to put yourself in a civic duty to fix these things. Because I feel like if people actually did their civic duty and voted, maybe a lot of these things that happen to us personally maybe wouldn't happen so much because we would control our lives in a
That's
better essence.
Right. Right. I mean,
Like I don't want to say it, like, because this shit burning of a church is. There's a special place in hell for that person. I'm just going to
And
say that
everybody
if
else
there is
in
a hell,
the church
there's a
already
special
there.
place in hell for you.
facts.
Everybody
I
did
just- I know
You
that.
can't just go around burning
You can't do
churches
that.
and shit and think it's gonna be
You
all
can't go around
gravy.
shooting up places. There's a special place in hell for you, and I personally know that. And if we want to
So
fix
what you're
things,
saying
it would
is
be
that
best
there's a
to-
special place in hell for
There's
our
special
government. Because they're the ones really that's behind the scenes on a lot of this
I
bullshit.
would say
like
our
even with the
government
motherfucker
must
trying to
Well,
take
I feel
away our
like-
Second Amendment, they fucking housed.
No one is trying to take away anyone's Second Amendment.
When that shit was really in talks, they were trying to take away fucking people's guns.
No, we wish they would take.
I
away people's
wish they
guns.
would take people's
It's
guns
totally
away.
opposite.
No, fuck that. But you know why you wish that? You know why you? I'm
people
finna
don't
tell
need
you
that.
why you wish that.
So make you
Because
really
they
get
fucking they will create and create this whole fucking little incident. You know what I'm saying? And they'll blast it, world fucking news, and then population say, you know what? That's why we don't need
You mean
guns.
a school shooting?
Exactly,
Create
that
an
all
incident
these
like
little
a
white
school
kids do.
I'll
That
say
all
I
these little
will-
fucking white kids do.
shooting? I'm
I
not
will-
about to talk to you.
That all these little white kids do.
Well, we
so then they
know
say,
that-
look, people, this is why we should take people's guns away.
the Second
And then
Amendment
y'all niggas say, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Take our guns away. Guess what? And take our guns away. And when the shit
No,
go the fuck
but
down,
okay.
and they come knocking at niggas' doors and say, get the fuck down and
Okay.
lay down, and we can't protect ourselves, guess what the fuck we gotta do?
I'm
we gotta
gonna say
get
it
the
like
fuck
this.
down, or just die.
Yes.
Fuck that shit. If we gonna get deep into this shit, let's get deep into this shit. Y'all
Y'all
niggas stuck on politics, nigga. Let's get deep in this shit then. Because this shit go further than that.
Let me clarify.
It does, but nobody's
Let
talking
me,
about guns.
just,
That's
let
why
me
we have an
clarify
issue
my
now.
statement
Let's
about
go.
guns.
Let's go.
Okay, let's clarify.
Let me just clarify because I think people got lost in what I said because I'm not saying people shouldn't own their guns, and I don't believe people are coming to the Second Amendment. I do believe people should have the right to bear arms. It is there. You should have the absolute right. But I do not, under any circumstance, believe that you need to have any type of weapon that you would use in the field of war. If we are mowing down, if you need to shoot 1,000 bullets plus per minute, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a problem.
That's a fucking problem.
And most people have those type of guns.
But I'm saying
And
those
are the
are
guns
in
that
their
need to go.
home though.
And they need to go. You
don't
can
know.
have a shotgun. You can have a handgun.
I'm just saying.
I don't think you need
shit I don't want
automatic.
I'm
rifle
with you
to
on that.
mow down
I'm
a
with
fucking
you
bunch
on
of
that.
people.
But I'm saying for the house, like shit to protect your home and family and shit like that. For the house.
Where are you living that it is that fucking dangerous in
What
America?
are you
That's
talking
that
about?
dangerous.
That's not Chicago.
Shit, listen. Ice Cube said it the best. I mean, shit may
I gotta
not be as
okay.
worse as others, but every hood is the motherfucking same, nigga. Niggas is dying in Alaska. Niggas is dying everywhere. Like
You know
niggas
what?
is dying in Utah. Niggas is dying everywhere.
You are
like,
right.
and that shit ain't on the fucking news because you know
It's
why?
not going to be
You
on
are
the
right.
news.
It's not
I'm just
going to
saying.
be,
So
and
don't
I-
fucking don't just put one. Don't magnify
I forgot what we were talking
a
about.
certain part. Don't magnify a certain part. Niggas is dying everywhere. So
And
let's
you
just
are
talk
right.
about niggas dying in general.
Well,
Fuck where
unfortunately,
from. We need to stop
I
killing
can't-
kings in general.
Well, okay, that's fine, but black people are killing black people every day.
That's
there was
what I'm
just,
saying.
There was just
Anyways,
a girl
guys,
that
I'm
went
just gonna
that
say it
got
like
jumped
this.
on the way home from
I'm
school
just-
and died. So
I'm-
it
That's
doesn't
the-
have anything to do with
and
guns.
we
It's
need to
morals.
do better as that, as
It's
the
just
people.
morals in general.
We need to do better as the people.
It's just morals in general.
As the people.
It's not
we
even
gotta
as the
do
people.
better.
It's everybody's morals in general. If everybody thinks as a people, then only one perspective type of person is only going to try to get their morals together, and not everybody. Everybody needs to get their fucking morals together in fucking general. Regardless.
In general.
These
And-
guns, these weapons, these fists, because these bitches, these weapons too.
And anyway,
These guns. Get them together. Like, I don't understand.
I'll just say it like
right.
that. So
I fucking support.
we've had
We're
a lot.
gonna figure it out next week.
We're gonna figure it out.
We're just gonna figure it
I
out.
support.
time.
I'm just saying, let a
This
nigga keep
time.
the shit for the
We still-
house.
No, because little babies are getting shot in the house because people are
And
just
we
cleaning
still
their guns.
have time. And we still have
Can't.
time, guys. And I'm gonna say, you know what? There's time.
And those are
We're gonna
fucking
there's gonna be
irresponsible
more.
fucking
There's-
parents.
We're
and
not.
shit.
We're
Doing
not
some
done.
dumb shit.
The news keeps going. Life keeps moving. We're gonna see what happens.
That was our
That
next.
shit's gonna
first. That was
keep
our
going.
first heated
Because
discussion. We're
That
growing.
Right.
is just
We
the
going
way
viral.
life
Fuck
is,
that.
and I'm here for
And I'm
people
not
having
cutting
an
it.
honest, open discussion about life in
Definitely.
general.
Yeah.
And you know what, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to
Thank
Wayne
you.
Faye and Company. I'm
News better
Shelly,
late.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Brandon. Yeah.
and this is Better Late Than Never News.
Yes, sir.
Please subscribe.
Hello.
guys.
Thank you.